Howdy, we're out here today on the Eastern Front, and we've got some custom 3D printed German World War I Stormtroopers. And so Stormtroopers in World War I, actually they would be called shock troops if they were used by anyone else, but they're called Stormtroopers by Germany. They were sort of these elite infantry used for infiltration and breakthrough, right? And so, in World War I, the war kind of starts off, fighting in lines, traditional fighting styles. People dig in the trenches, and, it's very difficult to break through, right? So all the different sides tried a lot of different things to break through the trenches. And one of the kind of main innovations was shock troops. So again, these are kind of like elite, highly trained infantry designed to infiltrate, break through enemy lines. They move in squads, small groups, rapidly moving. And so we're sort of one of the big innovations of World War I. So what we've got here are German stormtroops, sort of the German take on shock troops. And you can kind of see the models right there out in front there. These are the stormtrooper models. And then I'll put these on the ground here so you can get a better view of them. So you can see that's kind of the front view. That's the back view right there. I'll just do a little spin around so you can get a better 360. He's got the MP-18 gun right there. Got the gas mask on. He's got like the grenades and the classic backpack look. So yeah, Germany really was kind of the biggest user of shock troops. The Allies, or actually the Entente as you should call them, really kind of heavily focused on tanks, right? Britain and France are big on tanks. And Germany obviously also used tanks, like the A7V tank, but they mainly used shock troops. That was kind of their main breakthrough technology. And so in that 1918 offensive against France, where they were trying to knock out France before America could get too many troops into the war, they were really kind of using these shock troops as the tip of the spear to break through enemy lines. So I've kind of been thinking about how I could implement these into Axis and Allies 1914. I think everyone should be able to buy them, like all countries. You can make it so everyone could buy them. Probably available after round 4, like same deal with tanks, where you can't buy them right off the bat. And I was thinking a couple different things you could do. You could do maybe like a sort of first strike rule, and first strike is where like if you score a hit, the enemy doesn't get to fire back. They just instantly get to remove that casualty. So, that's kind of a good advantage because of their extremely powerful offensive abilities. You could also like give them maybe 2 movement spaces to kind of represent their like fast-paced infiltration tactics. So a lot of different ways you could use these. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what the best way would be. So yeah, if you got any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below and tell me what you think about these custom shock trooper / stormtrooper models.